Are you sure about that?
I just turned the halfway.
Are you sure about
really
that?
loud.
I'm just turning it up and down. No, I think that's... Here it is.
Alright, now we're going... It's rolling at, like, the regular...
But then just, like, for the YouTube video, just have it, like, really distorted. And then, like, maybe in, like, graffiti, it says Tracksuit Mafia at the bottom. Those are my thoughts on
You mean
it.
like the deep fried memes kind of thing?
No, like, just, like, some shitty graffiti font online.
have a
Tracksuit Mafia.
like MS Paint, like just like draw it on.
Yeah. Something like that. Or do we go and you want to start over?
we can just roll and just figure it out.
Should we roll?
Just going.
Bum bum ba-dum. What is up, guys? Welcome to the inaugural episode of the Tracksuit Mafia Podcast with myself, Ryan,
This
and
is the pilot episode.
my co-host, Will. Say hello, Will.
It's Will. Yo!
It's pretty fucking stupid. We're gonna bleep that. What is up? This is the first episode. Trying something out. Chilling in the basement at an undisclosed location. Will's eating Nof Nof. If you can hear that in the headphones, that's gonna be bad. Oh yeah. All right, so you think we should like introduce ourselves more or something? I don't know. For the people who don't know us, even though we were both super popular in high school.
I don't think we need to. I think we can just do whatever. I think we can just like. So do you have topics? Oh, here, I'll pull something up.
I mean, we could just talk about today's the day after the Super Bowl. You could talk about that a little
Oh, you
more. Like
wanna talk
super
about the
fucking boring, am I right?
Oh, that was.
Oh, oh.
Hey, you just got roasted, Super Bowl.
All right.
I thought it was really boring, to be honest. Like, I wanted like I feel like more scoring equals more interesting. That's why they had shot clocks to things and stuff. So like when you were in the fourth quarter and you only had 2 field goals the whole time, like
Yeah. I mean, that's the most obvious thing, but I think even there's like all this fanfare and festivities around the Super Bowl normally, and
Right.
it just like wasn't there. Like the ads were,
AIDS.
I don't know, they just weren't the best. Like they're
They kept
supposed to be
playing that-
funny, and they keep
Right.
making like serious ads.
The
which is,
Harrison
like,
Ford one was pretty good, like the Amazon or
with the
the
dog.
Alexa
Yeah, I
one.
thought that one was alright.
But they played it like 100 times. Like I probably saw
Yeah.
it 3 times in a row. But maybe that was the end of the Super Bowl.
I think you were just off a bean. Absolutely slumped.
I was probably just off the bean. I was actually at work. Actually, I was off the bean,
Off a
sitting
bean
down
at
on one of
work.
like the pleather couches in the rec center, like, Harrison Ford, totally rolling off the bean, as I say.
Will works as a
Seeing
janitor
colors.
at the Highland Park Rec Center.
That's right.
Something I wanted to talk about actually was the halftime show, because it actually rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. Actually, a lot of things that the NFL was
I like
doing
Adam
was
Levine.
kind of rubbing me the wrong way. You do?
Yeah, I like Adam Levine.
Dude, I thought it was kind of creepy.
What do you mean?
When he was taking his shirt off,
Oh,
and
yeah, that-
he
at
kept
the
like
end,
staring into
the
the camera.
moves, like, check.
Yeah. I'm like, stop looking at me. But like, I felt like they just kept trying to do these little things to kind of appeal to the African American audience, and it was like so disingenuous. Like,
Besides the Travis Scott thing?
no, especially Travis Scott, because they
especially that. No,
they
I know.
brought Travis Scott out, and they're like, do your favorite song and then
Play
leave.
sicko mode.
Play sicko mode and then leave. That's actually the whitest thing they could have done, was have him come out and
That's
play
what I
sicko
said.
mode.
That's what I mean. It's like that's why I texted you. I was like, "Yo, they really just had him play sicko mode."
Roger Goodell, play Mo Bamba next.
Play
But no,
Mo Bamba.
He came out.
What was awkward is they just like played the Drake feature in the
Yeah.
speakers. Like, okay, you're the Super Bowl, you can't have Drake. Also, they're in
I'm
Atlanta.
sure Drake wouldn't have done it.
Really?
I don't think so. I think
He does
he's a
bar
big.
mitzvahs.
No, I think he's a big Kaepernick guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's the reason why everyone wasn't doing it, because they'd be fucking with Cap.
Wasn't Meek Mill gonna do it?
I can't imagine he would do it. Meek Mill's a big activist guy.
I thought he was, and people were like mad at him.
Big activist guy, Meek Mill. No, so I mean, I'm not trying to flex, but you know, I've been to a Travis Scott concert, so
Wow.
I was at Lollapalooza last year, and I've watched a bunch of his concerts on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
But like this thing he does at his concert is he gets out and he gets rowdy and he starts screaming and jumping
Crazy
around.
rowdy.
And it looks like they told him. It looks like they wrangled him. They wrangled him and they're like, dude, you have to chill. You can't do that. Because he came out there and he was just like,
he was kind of normal.
Just normal. Way too normal. I expected him to be way rowdier, jumping around. I like the SpongeBob thing.
Yo, some of his like concert videos are like emotional. Like when he like giving people like his jewelry. Like makes eye contact with this one guy, and he like took off his ring, gave it to him. He's like, "This is for you, man. I love you, man." And that guy's like, "I love you too." And he's like,
"Dude,
so
crazy story."
That moment.
Before Travis Scott was like huge, this was a couple years ago. I actually like had a bit of a beef with him because he was at this one festival and he was on stage and there was a photographer. I don't know if you remember this.
Kicking the cameraman off of my stages.
Yeah, that's what that's from because the guy, he didn't like that the guy was
right in his face.
Was right in his face or taking bad pictures or something, and he just stopped the concert and just absolutely shit on this guy in front of the entire audience. He was like digging him out in front of everyone. And it was just, I was just like, that's not really cool.
Yeah.
But then obviously he's pretty dope now. So
no, he's sick. That honestly is the funniest thing they could have done is because you know all the memes where it's like, hey, you want to hear Sicko Mode or Mo Bamba? And you just say Travis Scott comes in, which is sick. The SpongeBob thing was cool.
I thought everyone wanted them to play Sweet Victory, but like, I don't know, I didn't really care that much.
What is Sweet Victory?
That's like the song that they performed at the Bubble Bowl.
Oh, what the fuck? Why would you? No.
I don't know. That's what the internet wanted, but you know, I was cool to have it how it was. I like the effects too.
So when I said I like Maroon 5, I like Maroon 5 when it wasn't just Adam Levine being a pop star.
No, yeah, I was saying
that
too.
When he was like alternative in the early 2000s. I mean, he was still on the radio, but it wasn't like. Yeah. But it wasn't as crazy pop as it is now when it's like him, all this dancey music, doing features. Like it's not Maroon 5, it's Adam Levine.
I was actually surprised that they were playing some of the old stuff. Mm-hmm. I was actually a fan of that.
He played This Love, and I was like, oh, this is the real fucking shit.
Yeah, this is the good stuff.
This is like actual Maroon 5, not just like, sugar.
You want to hit that again?
Sugar.
There we go.
I'll auto-tune it.
Can you auto-tune on this?
No, it's fucking Audacity. I don't know.
I haven't used Audacity since like elementary school. No, even earlier than that.
I used it in 8th grade.
Anyone who went to Walden, we had that computer lady.
You went to Shepherd. Oh, that's
I went to
school.
Walden,
I'm a
dude.
clown.
You're fucking poser. You didn't even live here, dude. You didn't even live here in elementary school. You can't claim that. Anyway, we had this teacher, and she was like our computer teacher. And I remember we learned about floppy disks. That's the only memory I have of floppy disks. We learned about it in computer class.
You have one?
I don't have one, but we learned about what they did. And that's when I learned how to type.
And they put had a floppy disk. If you put a floppy disk in
some floppy for you. Cut that
out. Floppy copy? I'm not cutting it out. It's going to be in there.
No, I know. It's
and the thing of you saying, cut it out, it's just going to be in there.
Yeah, no, it's cool. When we learned how to type, where they put like that little orange thing over the keyboard so you couldn't see it. We did that in middle school too, but we did that in elementary school. Right. I just remember we had this teacher, and she used to have these this pinky ring. She had this ice.
Yo, that's
had,
fucking hype.
These two little eyeballs on it. She would point the thing at her face, and she'd go, eyeballs on me. And everyone would just be like,
oh damn, she got the ice, dude.
Yeah, she was really iced out.
I had this pita and I didn't even use it. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, get a nice rip of that pita bread.
Yeah, I'm fucking ripping it. Rip it like a ripstick.
You know what? I've seen a surprising amount of people at college riding ripsticks around.
That's hype, actually.
I've seen at least 5 people who ride ripsticks around consistently.
Dude, so I don't go to U of I. I don't go to big school. I go to CLC, but
CLC.
So many people just rip jewels in public.
I don't go to CLC. I go to a real college.
Ryan goes to real college. I go to fake college. And
fake college.
Kids are savages. They literally just walk out of class with their jewel in their mouth.
No, yeah, that's how it is everywhere.
No one cares.
We have a tobacco-free campus, and people just rip their stuff wherever. No one cares. It's pretty dope.
Pretty hype, dude.
Yeah. Not that I rip jewel.
I would never. I mean, never. My mom might listen to this.
Is your mom gonna listen to this?
Maybe. Maybe not. Actually, no. No.
Yeesh. Anyway, you have anything you wanted to talk about? It's harder than I thought. We're probably like 5 minutes in, and we're already heading to the notes.
You just forget that there's a mic there.
Yeah, I'm not an experienced podcaster. This is actually a continuation of a podcast Will used to have.
Yeah, I'm so good at podcasting.
Young Needleman. Yo, rest in peace, Needleman, man.
Rest in peace, dude. Oh.
ICE actually captured Needleman. They're sending him back to the Amazon.
The Amazon? Okay.
Alright, what
You're
do you
like
want
21
to talk
Savage. 21 Scallywag.
Okay.
Oh, like the Demi Lovato thing.
I thought that was so funny.
I think that's so funny! How they're lighting her up for laughing at memes? Why don't you make fun of the people that made the memes?
No, it's funny because everyone
They're
else was also laughing at the memes,
right.
but I think they just wanted an excuse to absolutely throat Demi Lovato.
Fuck Demi Lovato. Pause. That's not pause, she's like a female.
They wanted to throat her.
And she's a female.
Yeah, but throat is implying that she's a dick.
Oh my god.
To absolutely slop Demi Lovato.
I made like a really big note section about like funny jokes.
Okay.
And one of the
You're not
sections.
supposed to tell people, act like you've been here before.
Anyways, I'll cut that out.
But
so the Tinder, I made like this thing like Tinder. Mm-hmm. What's funny about it? Cause it's a weird fucking thing, dude.
It's very sketchy. I've only been on there once, and it was on the way to the Adler Planetarium for our field trip when I was on Waz's account. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I was just messaging
it's sketchy,
people
but
off Waz's
account.
It's
so wrong. Like everything about it is just so weird. We're like, girls will literally just take pictures of their underwear and put it on. Like, okay, hotness aside, this is so weird. Like this is like
weird.
This is like out of like, this is like there's no shame. Like even like. Big girls that could lose a couple pounds, like they literally don't care. They're like, I'm out here.
There's people that are into that. Will be respectful. Don't kink shame.
All right, I'll cut that out. Maybe that was.
You can actually cut that one out. No.
Oh, so I said, so I was like, so Tinder bio is like the best Tinder bio in my opinion is aspiring MILF, but like that's the only good Tinder
aspiring MILF.
Dude, but. In every single Tinder bio, you want to see like they put their Venmo in it, like Venmo me for a surprise, and the ones that I match with in their bio,
for nudes or something.
No, it's just like for fun. It's like Venmo me for Jewel Pods. Girls got to eat or like, anything like, or it's like no one's who. Then I matched with a couple of them, and they're like, I said, do you actually get money from like these random people? And they're like, yeah, like sugar daddies literally give us money. One of the girls said she gives me one, and they don't even ask for anything in return.
I actually conversed with a sugar daddy recently.
Okay.
Because well, let me explain. Because my girlfriend got a DM on her Instagram from a guy offering to be her sugar daddy or whatever.
I'd be a pimp.
Basically.
That's kind of
so. I probably have the conversation. I might have deleted it because it got really awkward. Basically, me and my roommate. Juan or JP, shout out to him.
JP.
We really got on this thing of like watching To Catch a Predator, so we were really like we were really gassed off it. So I was like, dude, I'm gonna get this guy. I'm gonna like To Catch a Predator. I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything, but like.
Wait, so you're logging your girlfriend's Instagram?
I just want to get him. No, because she messaged me. She's like, look at this I got, and he had his phone. He put his phone number. He's like, text me because I want to talk to you. So obviously,
so you were texting him.
I started texting
girlfriend.
him as my girlfriend, and. God, this was so long ago. So basically, I was just talking to him. I'm like, what do you... Oh, here it is. I was like, what do you want from me? And he would never explicitly say that he wanted to pay for sex. Okay. He was like, I just want someone to hang out with and go to the movies and stuff. And I was like, at first I was like, is he
just a loser?
Is he a loser, or is this his way of going about it? And then like later, when they meet up, they're expecting some other stuff. So I texted him. I said, hi, I am interested in a sugar daddy. Is this Antonio? So that was how I started it off. And then, so he put on his Instagram he was a pilot, so we talked about his pilot stuff. He was from LA. I'm just reading through the conversation right now. And he said Los Angeles. So this is where I was trying to bait him out. I was like, I've never been to LA. I've always wanted to go. So I was trying to see if he would offer to fly me out.
Right.
Which he kind of did. He said, we can always do a lot of fun things as a sugar daddy and sugar baby. I've never heard sugar baby.
As opposed to, like, what's the opposite of sugar daddy?
I don't know. I just never knew it. But sugar baby, like...
Isn't that a candy?
Don't bring infancy into this. Like, just keep it out.
Leave the baby fucking out of this.
Leave the babies out of it, bro. He said, I'm looking for someone who is ready to offer attention and companionship and someone to travel together, share good laughs and conversation. I'm okay with helping out financially and spoiling you. Does that sound good to you? And I replied, what kind of attention?
Like
winky face. What kind of attention? No, but I thought it might be, but he's responding. I'm asking him specific questions and he's responding. Right. So I said, what kind of attention, winky face? Like, I'm still trying to bait him out. Someone I can always talk to and meet up for dinner and movies. Where would you like to travel?
That was safe.
And so he just, list stuff. Do you have a favorite place you want to travel? I responded, well, I saw Black Panther last month, and I thought that Wakanda looks beautiful. And for some reason, I never learned about it in school, so I would love to go there to learn more about the culture.
That's good.
He said, okay, sounds really good. Hopefully we can do a lot together. Have you had a sugar daddy before? I said, no. How does it work? I'm still trying to...
How does it work?
He says the same stuff. Provide attention and companionship. I said, what do you need from me? He said, let's just make each other happy and you can be honest with me. I can also help pay off your credit cards.
Oh.
And I said, how can I make you happy? I'm still pushing it. He's not giving me anything.
Right.
He said, by giving me your attention. And I said, attention? I'm a bit confused. Yeah.
You're just saying the same thing again and again.
I know, because
he's thing again and again.
We're not getting anywhere, Antonio.
Clearly, it's a circle.
He said, yeah, having someone to talk to after a busy day at work. And I said, and then now I'm like, I'm just going to keep hinting that I'm underage, that I'm an underage girl.
Okay.
So I said, I'm not sure if my parents would let me go. And then he said, oh, I understand the travel part. Tell me where you're located.
Oh.
Yeah. And then he said, seeing you for dinner and movies won't be a problem, right?
Give, like, Ross's address.
I'm not giving Ross's address. That's
Wait,
so
we did that
random.
for something. We, like, gave Ross's address for, like, some, like 11. Like, we actually...
All right, well, don't dox him on the podcast.
Yeesh. Is that what dox means?
Dox means giving away someone's personal information online where people can swat him. Someone's gonna swat Penny, dude. Not chill.
Gonna swat Penny.
Not chill, dude.
Yo.
Penny's gonna get swatted. All right, to continue, I'm gonna skip. He said, I want to know about your interests and your hobbies. I said, I don't really have time for many hobbies because I spend so much time studying for my ACT.
Who said that?
Me.
Oh, I thought you said he said that. I was like, this is an old man who's studying for the ACT.
He asked me about my hobbies. I told him I'm studying for the ACT, so I'm still just hinting that I'm underage. I said, I wish I had more time for hobbies, but high school is so hard. I want to make sure I can get into a good college.
Right, yeah, emphasis on the high school.
Yeah, he said, I understand. I love music and art, and he just keeps talking about himself.
So what's the end of this? So that's the end.
We're getting to it. Be patient.
Okay,
we got a lot of time. I said, I love the beach. My family and I are going to Florida for my 16th birthday in March. I'm so excited. He said, awesome, it's good. Then he says, when exactly is your birthday? I said, March 12th, 2003. He said, oh, okay. You're not 18. Do you have a bank account? I want to spoil you with money for shopping. So there he acknowledges I'm not 18. And he decides to keep going with it.
Is it illegal to give a minor money?
I don't think so, but this is like bordering on grooming or something.
You should have gave her some info.
So now I'm playing dumb. I said, I have a high school account, but it's connected to my dad's account. Why does it matter if I'm 18? And then he said, what's the name of the high school account? So I don't know if he's hacking me or like, I don't know if this is like some Nigerian scam or something. So I'm like, I don't know the name. He says, I want you to have Christmas money. This was a while ago. And I said, I don't know what it is. Can I have my dad call you? He said, I'm not really comfortable with that. Do you have your high school account on your phone? I said, I just asked my dad, and he doesn't think we should talk anymore. And he wants to know your name and what city you're from. I don't know why, LOL. Sorry, he's so embarrassing.
Oh my god, he's so embarrassing.
No response. That was the end of that.
You didn't respond to that?
He didn't respond after that.
No!
When I asked him name and city. But at that point, I was extremely uncomfortable because it wasn't going anywhere.
Right.
And I didn't like conversing with like
Wait, so you did this while you're in college?
Kitty Fiddler? Yeah.
This sounds like a lot of time to be spending. Like, don't you have like better things to do
Absolutely
while you're in college?
No. I have so much free time. I have class like 3 hours a day.
Okay, so like,
And then the rest of it is
same.
doing whatever I want.
Okay.
I have nothing to do. I should get a job. I don't know.
Since I have a job, like, it makes things just like, since I work like 20 hours a week, on top of going to school, like that's what kind of makes it. That's what makes it a little bit more like a little overwhelming. Like when you have like that's like 4 hours of my day every single day, pretty much. Except for Mondays and Thursdays, which is completely random. Like it's not like I get Saturdays off. Like that'd be sick, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Saturdays,
Do you
I
get
work
Sundays
at the
off?
No.
What?
And on
It's
Saturdays,
the Lord's Day.
And on Saturdays, I work at the eye doctor place for like 6 hours. So I go from like,
Jeez.
and so I go from the eye doctor straight to the janitor.
You're really grinding.
On the same day. So I have like 11-hour days on Saturdays.
Sounds like you could be a sugar daddy.
I could be a sugar daddy if I wanted to dish out some money to some 15-year-olds.
You know who you should be a sugar daddy for?
Who? Oh, yo.
No!
I'll bleep that.
Not. Okay, that's one you actually have to.
Okay, I'll fill in like some stupid name. Bro, she doesn't even look like a 14-year-old.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
I'll bleep the name. No one knows what I'm talking
We're
about.
18 now. You can't say that.
19.
It's off the table. Okay, that's even worse. That's even worse. You can't say that.
Do you like your college teachers? Are they different?
My advertising teacher is pretty chill, actually. He cause like part of advertising is like knowing about culture and like what's going on. So like
right.
he just knows
I think
about
that's
shit.
cool.
Like he was just talking to me about like Supreme, and I was like, dude, you're like 55. I'm surprised you know about this stuff.
Right. That's what I think
yeah,
about like Joe Rogan.
chill.
Like Joe Rogan's like almost like he's almost 50. He knows about like all this shit.
Yeah, dude, he knows about DMT. He knows about PCP.
He knows
peyote.
about. Hey Jamie, we pull up that picture of the fucking deer. Yo, that fucking deer hitting the. Yeah.
Yeah, can we get the video of that crackhead getting knocked out at the bus station?
Pull it up.
Can we pull that up? We need to hire like a. We need to hire someone like a 5th grader for the podcast to pull things up for us.
Hey, Jeremy.
Jeremy, keep it's a 5th grader rad. Jeremy, you want to pull up 2 Girls, 1 Cup on the screen for us?
Yo, let's check. Oh my god,
dude!
Yo,
Oh,
okay, look away, away.
No, Jeremy, cover your eyes, bro. Dude, oh, fucking gross.
Yo, this is freaking nasty. I can't believe you made me look this up, guys. Oh. I don't really like a lot of my college teachers. My chem teacher sounds like Gru from Despicable Me.
That's hard. That's fun. Dude, I love teachers with accents.
I don't. They're so hard to understand.
My econ.
He's like understanding, like he's like explaining like chem and like stoichiometry and stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know what he's saying. He's like, well, yeah, if you have the H and you put a number 2 on it, and I'm like,
Dude, I think my favorite accent is the Indian accent. The
Oh,
Indian
that's
accent
like
is so funny. Not in an offensive way. Okay, I don't know if we can do the Indian accent on here, but my TA for econ is like a small Indian woman, and she talks and it's cute. I don't know.
All right.
She like uses incorrect English.
You
like,
have a girlfriend.
She's like, yeah. If you, I don't even want to do it. I'm not even gonna try.
Oh yeah, you don't want to. I don't like how I have a college teacher that swears. My psych teacher swears a lot.
What a cool, edgy teacher.
She's a female, and she's like.
She reminds me of Amy Schumer already.
Exactly.
Really?
No. She doesn't look like her, but she acts just like her. Where she's like, I am so sick of men. Like honestly, like when they take their socks off, they don't even turn them back right side out. So I have to turn them after I wash them. Like who has time for that?
His socks smell worse than my vagina, and that's saying something, cause it's bad.
I am such a slut. Oh my god. I just had like 2 affairs like last week. Oh my god, my husband has no idea.
I haven't taken a shower in weeks. I'm so quirky.
I am so quirky. I smell like a dumpster. Oh my god. Why don't my friends like me?
Why won't men date me?
She swears. Oh, and for English, we had to read. So for English, so this is a separate class. For English, we had to read a article called "Shitty First Drafts."
Cool.
It has a swear word in it, therefore it's
Dude,
cool.
what?
Yo! I can't believe we're adults now, man. We can watch rated R movies. Our teachers can use the S word. Freaking sick!
Speaking of foreign people at college, I kind of want to. I don't know if you might not have these at CLC, but
If it's not foreign, then it's boring.
I wanted to touch on international students. I don't know if you have any at CLC.
I probably do.
Probably not.
Probably do, to be honest.
Well, so basically at Illinois, we do have a lot of international students, and like, I think it's like almost a third.
Do they not be speaking English?
Well, yeah, a third of like the entire student body is like identifies as Asian. So whether that's Asian American or like dead ass Asian.
Or like
And,
Indian,
like,
does that count?
No, like I think it's like Far East.
Okay,
You
so
know,
it's like
the traditional
so
sense
it's
of
like
Asian.
so it's like
mean?
Chinese, Japanese
Chinese,
kind of thing.
Yeah, the Chinese lady. So a lot of these international students, like the good majority, are from those countries: China, Japan, Korea, like
Nice.
those ones. And for those people to have the opportunity to come and study in America,
Is that really good?
Well,
they got good schools in.
you have to be
too.
rich. You have to be very rich to send your kid
Really?
here, because I think if I remember correctly, it's like a lot of money for international students.
I know it's a lot of money because I was looking at me and Ross were looking at like going to school in the UK, and it's literally like twice as expensive
Grimesters.
for Americans or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
so I think
was
they
looking at
charge more.
Glasgow. It's pretty hype.
Glasgow's greed and weight. Only some will understand. So, basically, these guys are all rich. So I'm
And
focusing
Asian.
specifically on the Asian
It's
ones
like the
now.
Far East movement, you know.
These guys are fly like a G6 right now.
Fly like
So first of all, they have so much sauce.
Okay,
Because
so it's
they
like,
can afford
like Yeezys and Supreme,
all the nice clothes.
like all the hype
no, like
beast kind
even
of stuff.
past that, like
Like-
Givenchy, like they're wearing Balenciaga, like high ass.
Yeah,
brands.
but also, you know, like the fake market in
See,
like
that's-
China
I
and
was
stuff
saying this
is
to
like
Juan.
so crazy.
I don't know
like,
if they're, but what makes me assume this shit is real is that they're international students and they're rich as fuck. And
Okay.
they go to school here.
I don't know. Maybe they're rich
They
as
all
fuck and they're
drive-
also frugal. Like you never know.
Yeah, well the thing is they all have nice ass cars. So I said to Juan, like, you think that's a
Yeah.
Chevy? Think that's not a Chevy? That's a Chevy? The fuck, they have fake cars. They make fake cars over there.
Chevy.
I don't know why I chose Chevy. It's not like a nice car. A Ferrari.
Riri.
Yeah, no,
Fug-
the
a
knockoff,
Fru-
like a
a
Fugazi,
Fugazi.
a Ferrari. So, the thing about them is, specifically, I've noticed them in the gym, because
Like June.
no, not like June. I'm talking about actual.
I'm saying he's Asian. He goes to the gym. He's
I'm talking
fucking
about
jacked.
people who like they've lived there their whole lives, and this is their first experience to American.
Okay.
And it's like it's less about them being Asian. It's more about the culture difference. Like it's not about they do these things because they're Asian. It's because it's a different culture.
Because they're not American, right?
Yeah. So first of all, when I go to the gym, I wear like the shittiest clothes I have.
Right.
These guys will come to the gym in their Balenciaga track pants and their Louis Vuitton shirt. They come to the gym dripped out, and it's crazy.
That's odd.
I saw a man running on the treadmill in a Canada Goose parka.
No. That's an
He's
Asian
sweating
thing.
as the fuck.
I feel like
absolutely.
I feel like Canada Goose is an Asian thing.
It's kind of like an everyone thing now. It's
I
like
see
it's-
them more
it's-
and more.
It's slipping into the.
I see them more and more, but
It's
it was
the
like a
culture.
big Asian thing. One time
Maybe that's where it started.
it was during Black Friday. I went with my family and Sarah actually to like go Black Friday shopping on the city, like go to like Madison, right? Madison Street.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a huge line outside of Canada Goose, right?
Yeah.
And they're all Asian. Every single. I'm like, why?
Again, I
like,
think
why is it like?
It's because they're rich. Like those coats are like $1,000 each.
I asked my dad, and he was like, because they think. So he went to Northwestern. Like a lot of Asians go to Northwestern,
Mm-hmm.
and he was saying like they are told that the only way to survive the cold in Chicago
No
is
way.
like literally to break the bank and buy fucking.
Do you think that's just Canada Goose propaganda from like?
Honestly, I think it is.
The higher ups, like you think like.
I mean, the logo is red.
I don't know, like Kim Jong has like a stake in Canada Goose, and so he puts this propaganda to his
not
people.
Chinese.
That, like, no, I know. We didn't say Chinese.
Oh, he said Asian.
He's the only Asian leader I know,
East,
to be honest.
Okay, yeah. Well, all the people that come over from North Korea.
Not that anyone would
come
over from North Korea.
Oh.
So anyway, back to what I was saying. The other thing I noticed about them is like this whole segment is just, it feels like that one Vine where it's like, not to be racist or anything, but Asian people. So I don't want to be racist, but a lot of these Asians that I've seen are not the most athletic, and I have seen some that are jacked.
It's different culture though.
They're jacked. So this is my thing.
Like June, dude. June's
no, stop talking about June. June is Asian American.
Oh,
he's very assimilated.
Okay,
I'm talking
okay,
about.
Okay.
I'm focusing primarily on people that like college is their first exposure to America. It's their first time here.
All right.
So not all of them are the most athletic. Some of them are. I'm sure that's like everyone. But I do see a lot of them in the gym. And the way they run, there's something off about the way they run. And I kind of thought about it. And
maybe they don't run very often.
They run like
maybe they're trying to emulate how they watch somebody run.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Or something.
No, not in Skyrim. I was thinking they've never actually ran before. And they've just watched videos of other people running. And then I was like, what does this running remind me of? It looks like how people run like in anime. Not with the arms back, but they take really short and heavy strides. Like they're stomping on the ground, like kicking up dust, like in anime. Like, not that I watch anime.
I don't watch anime. Go ahead, okay, we have to cut this whole thing out. I don't watch Naruto. I don't watch One Punch Man.
How do we? Okay, you're actually naming animes now.
Naruto? Everyone knows Naruto. You had to have seen one episode. One Punch Man is what my brother watches.
I've actually never watched Naruto. The only, it's a Japanese cartoon. It's not an anime. It's Pokemon. Because it's not an anime. Because
why is it an anime?
Well, anime's gay and Pokemon is not. Jamie, can we cut that out? Can we cut out the homophobia, please?
Thank you. Thanks, Jamie. If it ends up in the episode, we're firing you. Okay, Jeremy?
No, what we need is we need a character of like this 5th grader. That's what we need. We need to pick a name and we'll consistently keep coming back to him.
Or it could be someone like Bryler, Tyler, and Skylar.
No, dude, fuck that. We gotta come up with our own shit.
Yo, Bryson.
So we gotta create this little character. It depends how we want him to be. Chrysler. I kind of envisioned him as like a small, frail Jewish boy.
Definitely Jewish.
Yeah, let's harp on the Jewish part.
Fucking Jewish.
What's the Jewish name?
Jacob.
I was thinking
Jacob.
Like,
no.
We just have the bronze scenes in the corner.
They're just like kind of wrestling over there.
They're with their shirts off.
Steeners.
Put your shirt on.
Put your shirts back on. What are you guys doing? No, made me take my shirt off. Jacob, you made me rip my shirt off.
All right, which one of you put the oil on?
What did I just do?
All right, so I think we need to figure out this kid's name.
Say Jacob, or no?
That's like Jacob the Bar Mitzvah boy. It's like it's a pretty standard thing. I'm trying to think who's the most Jewish kid at our school.
Jacob, but what about okay? So
I can't bleep that out also.
I'll show you this picture that I saw.
Dude, I know who he is. I know what he looks like, and
no,
I agree.
I know.
But we can't.
Do you have him on Snapchat?
No, why would I have him on Snapchat?
It's
honestly kind of sus that you have him on Snapchat.
Yo, I copied off him like for computer science for like a long time. This is his Snapchat story. You know what it is?
Yeah, dude.
It's a freaking yod, bro. It's an icicle that looks like a hand. He's saying, "Ready to read the Torah."
Alright, well now everyone's gonna know who he is, so you're gonna have to bleep that out too, also.
No one's gonna know. What are you after?
Yes, it is.
Like 5 Snapchat friends. Everyone knows what a yod is if you're Jewish.
I don't know what that is. I'm not Jewish.
I'm not either, though. I mean, I don't know.
Let's bleep that out. Let's play it on the safe side. This is the first podcast, guys. We're playing it on the safe side. Is there a way to see how long we've been going? We should have done a timer. Oh, 35 minutes.
Almost, yeah.
I got a little something in the works.
For dissing who?
Dissing a certain Deerfield rapper who's not to be named.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know. I was talking to some of the Bean Team 6 boys about it.
Okay.
Bean Team 6, up and coming underground hip hop collective in Deerfield. Comprised of a couple guys. But I was talking to Waz and Warren about a diss track. And
Okay.
against a rapper from Deerfield. And like I'm only.
Well, everyone's down to make something, until they're not.
That's the thing.
Until it never happens.
What I'm doing is I'm publicizing it now on this podcast that probably 3 people are gonna listen to. Waz and Warren, my verse is done. Tell me what beat we're rapping on, and write your verses because I'm ready. I'm ready to get in the booth at this entire moment
Ryan's
right
ready
now.
To fire.
I'm ready to go off.
I think like the moral...
Off the podcast, I'm gonna tell you who it is, and I'm gonna show you my bars because I think they're pretty solid.
I think the moral is like if you want to do something creative, you should just really just do it yourself and not like wait for other people. Like we wanted to make a Tracksuit Mafia song so bad and like the grime style, and I was like, dude, I wrote so many bars, I want to do it so bad, and it never happened.
I mean, me and Ross, I would have to like really push Ross to get in the booth. Although I think he's really more like about it now. Like he approached me like he really wanted to do some stuff over winter break, but it just didn't happen. But like we made a diss track on another Deerfield rapper, a different one, and we had to sit down and I had to like push and do it all in one sitting. Because if it takes more than one, you're not getting back in that headspace, and it's just like not happening anymore. Unless everyone is super committed to it. And like you said, like even about the podcast, like I find myself like really way over committing to things than other people do, because I think it's gonna be funny, and I do
that all the time. Where I get really excited about something, and I'm like, yo, we should do this. We have to do this. It's so funny. It's gonna be really cool. I can't wait. And then it just like never happens. Like I've done like Needleman and
I just get let down.
Needleman and I even wrote a whole diss track. We wrote like a whole EP. And one of them, and we wrote almost a whole EP, and one of them was a diss track against Judd Fishman, and it was like, and it was hilarious. It was so funny, and it was actually good. And we just never recorded it. That's the thing.
I'm gonna have to see the bar.
Like we wrote it and like freestyled it, and just like did to a beat, like whatever, and it was good. We just never recorded it and put it anywhere. But it's just that's just an example of like. You want something to happen really bad, and sometimes it's just hard to make it happen, especially when the other person isn't as motivated as you to get it done. Yeah.
So that's why I'm putting it out here, to hopefully light a fire under Waz and Warren.
Yeah, they're right,
get yourself
right under their
done.
tushies.
Get it done, because I'm ready. I've been ready.
What do you do every day when you get home from college?
You know what I've been doing a lot lately, which is pretty dope? I've got a Nintendo Switch.
You've been praying?
I've been praying to my Nintendo Switch.
That's kind of
after
nice,
school
actually.
every day. The Nintendo Switch it's everything that I ever wanted as a kid. Like, it's the fact that you can...
A Game Boy Advanced?
No, I had one of those, but... The fact that you can take it anywhere... Like, do you even realize... How much do you know about the Switch? Do you even know what it is?
I know a little bit.
For those who don't know what the Switch is...
It looks like a little iPad.
It's basically a handheld, and it kind of looks like a PSP a little bit, but like bigger. You remember the PSP?
I have one. I still have it.
All right, I'm gonna get something to model to you what it is. Obviously, the people are not gonna be able to see it. No, I know, but let me just show you what it is. So it's like a PSP. So it's like a handheld. You hold it.
You got the buttons on each side.
Kind of like a rectangle. So you just play it or whatever. At any time you want, you can. There's controllers on the side, so you can pull the controllers off of the side.
Right.
And it leaves just a little screen.
Yeah.
Take a stand out. Lay it down, hold the controllers, and play like this.
Yeah, so
you
like
can play
TV.
wherever you want. So it's like a little TV. Then you can go home. It's got a little stand. You slide it into the stand,
and
which connects it to the TV. And then you can play it on the TV. So it's like, just imagine.
And you can get like aftermarket controllers, right? So you can play with a bunch of people.
Yeah, no, I have like an Xbox controller for it too. So you can like, it's like a legit controller that you can play with.
Actually.
It's really sick. And I just bought Zelda.
Are you a big Smash guy now?
I have Smash, and I really enjoy it. But I just bought Zelda yesterday. I've never played a Zelda game before.
Can you play Smash
crazy.
like with yourself, like just like play against the computer?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. There's a whole like story mode. I just finished it the other day.
Yo, what the I played Zelda. I played the original Zelda for the Game Boy. I thought it was amazing.
This one is supposed to be the best one.
It was really hard.
This one is supposed to take like 100 to 150 hours of gameplay.
That's a lot. That is a lot of.
Yeah.
Wait, how much did it cost?
I'm really diving into this. I traded in some other stuff that I had, so I got it for like $5. But like normally $60.
Zelda?
Yeah.
$60?
Yeah. The Switch itself is $400, but
Dude, look at this first post. Travis really went through all this shit just to do half a song.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, I got
Sicko mode.
I got the Switch when it was on sale for $300, and I also traded hell shit in, so I got it for free. But
I've been playing Black Ops a lot, and I actually, so you know how you can prestige, right?
Yeah.
I was ready prestige again. I was already prestige 1. I was ready to prestige number 2. And right next to the prestige button is the reset button.
You didn't.
And I hit the reset button. So all my camos, my rank, my calling cards, my everything that you earned over those 2 whole prestiges are gone. Completely gone. I was like, dude, I had 4 guns gold. Like, that's like, I mean, that's not a lot for like for people that play a lot or whatever, but that's a lot for me. That's more than I've ever gotten on any game, any COD game.
I've never ever gotten into like very into a COD game, stemming from I was not allowed to play them as a child. But no, even when I was allowed to, it's like it was too late at that point. Like I couldn't be asked to learn like the guns and like which ones are even good. Like I would just jump in.
This one is like the simplest one.
I would jump in with like the default loadout and just get shit on every single game.
What I've noticed about this one, about Black Ops 4, is that it's like the simplest one in regard. It has like the least amount of guns. There's only like 4 assault rifles, 4 submachine guns.
I kind of fuck with that. I like that.
And then
you know what that reminds me of?
What?
Fortnite. It's
actually kind of like that.
Fortnite. Do a Fortnite dance. Oh, that's a dope floss, Will. You're really hitting that shit, bro.
He's not doing anything.
Fortnite's pretty cool.
And then like if you played Modern Warfare 3, and you clicked on the assault rifles, there was a whole list of like 20 assault rifles. You'd unlock a new one every single time, and none of them are really that much better than the other one. Than another one, but every one was still unique, and they were all real guns. Like there's AK-47, M4, like they're all like real guns, not like weird futuristic ones that are in that.
Well, you already have a plus. You actually know about real, legitimate guns, and you have held them and shot them and killed terrorists.
What a game does, no, what a game simulates that is very different from what it actually is, because COD is not realistic, obviously.
Yeah.
Flashbang out.
So something I wanted to talk about. We were just talking about Fortnite. I feel like Fortnite is like...
Fortnite.
Personally, to me, Fortnite is similar to a couple things. If I had to tie it to a couple things, it would
Having cancer?
No.
Being and...
Okay, we're going to have to bleep that.
Having AIDS.
We're going to have to bleep all 3 of those, actually. No, I would say, for me, playing Fortnite is like watching Rick and Morty and being a liberal. Because I actually like the content of what is there, but I hate all of the other people who like it and everything surrounding it.
What do you
know
mean,
what I mean?
Being a liberal and like Rick and Morty, because it's not just conservatives that watch that.
No. Those are separate things. I'm not saying you have to be a liberal to watch
I thought you said if you. I'm not saying if you. It's the
I
same as being a liberal and watching it.
Playing Fortnite, watching Rick and Morty, being a liberal. So like Fortnite.
Yeah, so all your stuff.
Fortnite is a fun game.
Yeah.
But it's full of all these cringy kids that do the dances and stuff. Rick and Morty, it's a funny show, but there's all these weird fans.
But you don't like the fan base.
Yes.
Right.
I agree with liberal policies, but
right, you find yourself on the left a lot of the time, but like you don't like
sometimes I find myself on the far left.
but you don't.
But I have to reel myself back in.
But you don't like a lot of like the connotations and there's some shitty people on both sides.
Oh yeah,
obviously.
Of course.
But like I think what's interesting with the left is they're all seen as one thing, which is good or bad. But maybe you don't want to associate yourselves with everybody that happens to be on the left all the time. Like that's kind of too like categorizing. Like for one person, everyone is an independent.
Yeah, I mean, you probably feel the same about your fellow members of the alt-right.
Yeah,
you probably don't want to identify with everyone on the alt-right.
Yeah, like Alex Jones.
But you will identify with
Ben Shapiro.
Ben
Shapiro destroys liberal.
Ben Shapiro destroys my sandcastle that I spent all day building. Ben Shapiro destroys my family by sleeping with my mother.
No,
bleep that out. All right, we're gonna move into our next segment, the music segment.
Random dancing. Oh, that's my Carly.
Are you calling me Gibby?
Gibby.
Fun fact: I feel like I don't receive my clout for this, but I actually came up with the Gibby thing.
Yeah,
for the class of 2018, that was actually me. I came up with that in my chemistry class.
I mean, no one gives a shit about that.
I know no one gives a shit, but I never.
No one even remembers what the shirt was.
No, they definitely do, but no one gave.
No. Do you remember what it was?
Enough clout for it. Gibby. It just said Gibby on it with the.
No. Do you remember what the actual shirt was?
Oh no one bought that shit.
What was it? It was like Make a Wish.
Kiss Our Ass or something like that.
No, we couldn't even do that one.
Kiss Our Ass. That'd be
Kiss
funny.
Our Ass.
I don't know. That's the point.
It was so irrelevant. Was it?
That's what it was. Kiss Our Class Goodbye. Yeah. But it was. I thought it was a play on ass.
Mr. Bingle yelled at. Well, like, they didn't yell at me, but he was like, "What is this T-shirt thing?" Because you know Casey Fry, right? She was in charge of getting the shirts.
Yeah, I remember that.
And she was like one of the the ringleaders who didn't want Gibby. And she
yeah?
was the one who happened to be getting the shirt, so it's
That's
like,
a
wow.
conflict of interest there.
It really is, because she didn't care. She didn't care about what everyone wanted. She just cared about what she wanted, unfortunately. But so she was in my same homeroom.
It's gonna be
and
funny
so she was making a big deal about it on that side of the room, and I was just like on my computer, and people associated me with like Gibby because I was making the polls.
Oh.
I made a bunch of I made the polls on the Facebook group, and I made a bunch of weird drafts like the Gibby shirt.
Yeah.
And
I made a pretty dope one where he's wearing a Supreme shirt and holding like a lean cup.
Yeah, no, I think I
thought that was the best one.
I made one that used like
and he had a chain that it said YRN on it.
And so, but Mr. Bingle was like, and then Mr. Bingle obviously hears Casey saying like, "Well, Will," and like people like give you like, and so he goes over and is like, "Hey, Will, what's this going on about a T-shirt?" And I was like, "Oh God,
Mr. Bingle."
And Mr. Chung basically did the same thing, but Mr. Chung's really cool, and he was just wondering what was going on.
Yeah.
Mr. Bingle was like trying to like solve a problem.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I like,
he would.
and I was
He's
like,
just too nice.
And I was like, Mr. Bingle, I just made a Facebook poll. I just think this is funny. This is it. He's like, "Oh, okay, well, be considerate of other people." Like, all right, thanks, bro.
All right, Mr. Bingle.
He's a nice guy.
I love him, actually.
Really nice guy.
It's going to be funny when we get famous off this podcast and they're going to come back to the first episode and hear us mentioning people from our hometown.
Yeah,
by
like
name.
like real names.
Yeah.
Not everyone. I'll bleep some names.
Well,
I'm not gonna say. Like, I'll bleep. I'd probably bleep. Yeah, I'll bleep that.
Fuck's sake!
You said you want to go to the music segment?
Yeah, I think we should go to the music segment. I think what we should do for this segment is just kind of talk about what we're listening to or any new stuff. I don't know. I think this is. I just kind of think of this as like the putting people on segment because.
Wait, like new people?
No, putting people on means like giving the people,
the
listeners,
you meant like new art, putting new artists
putting
on.
people listening.
So I don't think we have that kind of
to
platform
new
yet.
Shit. we actually have 0 listeners right now.
Yeah.
If you look around the room, this is our audience right here. We just have Noah and Jacob in the corner.
Jacob! No!
Shut up!
Holy shit.
We're recording!
They won't stop talking.
Jesus Christ, they're so
Their shirts
inconsiderate.
are off. Why are they all sweaty?
Put the lacrosse stick down! What are you doing with that? Anyway. Again. This is back to me wanting more clout for myself. That like...
Pretty good. You listen to a lot of different music.
No, I actually listen to like kind of a small base of music, but something I really like is like putting people onto stuff they don't know and then just being right about it.
About like stuff that's coming up?
Stuff that's coming
up. Or
up.
Stuff that's good and they didn't realize that was good.
No, stuff that's like not popular yet and then it's popular. Cause
like Mo
Bamba.
Bamba.
Cool. Should we talk about Mo Bamba? When did Mo Bamba get popular? Probably like the end of summer.
I don't know, because I was gone. Like, I got back, and it was everywhere. Because
I
listened to it September. So I left in June. I left in the beginning of June, came back September.
I'm thinking it's towards the end of summer.
Because, so we were at that, we were at the weird fucking...
So just for context.
The boat party after we graduated. There was a boat party.
So that's
we get there.
May, June.
And we're hanging out, like, outside of the dance floor, kind of just watching, like, listening to music. And you were like, "Yo, I'm gonna go request if he can play Mo Bamba," and I'm like, "What is that song?" And then like JP's like, Ryan showed me it. You should listen to it." And I'm like, "Okay."
That's
and
May
so
and
I
June.
literally,
and I actually found that song in February, and I was listening to it in February, and I showed it to Ross, and he's like, "This is dumb. I don't like this song." And then he picked it up in like April and was like, "This is hard. Have you heard this song?" I'm like, "I fucking showed you this song."
Well, so then I was like, okay, whatever. And I listened to it that night. I came on and was like, Mo Bamba. Is it a song or an artist? Or I don't understand. Mm-hmm. And it's neither. It's a basketball player. But now he plays for the Magic. and I was like, this actually really does go hard. And so I showed some people at AIT, and this one guy who listened to hip hop, he was like, "Yo, Mo Bamba is sick, bro." And I get back, and literally all like the bar stool, all like the college parties and darties and whatever, they're always blasting Mo Bamba. I'm like, yo, this is actually kind of hype. Like everyone, like hard. No one really knew that it went this hard until recently.
This is pretty hard. So I just kind of thought we'd just talk about what we're listening to.
I'm listening to Dial It right now on repeat.
All right, well that's pretty standard. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows that Playboi Carti is Tupac.
Let's talk about this. I maybe I would get some shit for this, but I would venture to say that I like Playboi Carti more than Tupac.
You're allowed. I mean, in regards to, like, maybe like.
But like
maybe
you see people slating Tupac and they get like shitted on.
Maybe not like
remember Lil Xan? Lil Xan almost fucking killed himself because people got
Wait,
mad at him.
really? I don't remember
Maybe
that.
you weren't here for that. Lil Xan said something like, "Personally, I don't like to listen to Tupac," and he got so much shit for it that he was gonna kill himself.
I literally have like probably 100+ hours in my library of music, and I don't have a single Tupac song.
I just
maybe that one like summertime thing, or it's like
it's the same with every artist though. Like he's not special. Like yeah, he's got a couple songs that I like.
Right.
I don't mean to say he's not special because he's very influential. But what I'm saying is
in regards to the culture, super influential.
What I'm saying
just like
is
Soulja Boy.
I'm saying like
Soulja Boy has
Tyga. I'm not a Tyga fan. I don't love Tyga, but there's a couple Tyga songs that are dope. It's the same thing with Tupac.
Right.
I really just compared Tupac to Tyga, but that's what it is for me. Because we didn't grow up on his music at all. That's not like the era that we were growing up.
It is totally different.
I grew up on Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is like Tupac to me, I think.
Okay. No, yeah, same with me and like Drake. Like Drake was like always there. Drake like since I started like listening to music, Drake was cool.
The NBA 2K11 soundtrack I think was on that. That's how I learned who Drake was. I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I don't know. People will really like get mad at you for talking down.
I mean, if we're talking about who's better, I wonder who streams more, Tupac or Playboi Carti. And everyone listening to this who knows who
has more followers on Twitter, Playboi Carti or Tupac, and that's all I have to say.
Who's released the latest album? Honestly, SMH.
Dude,
he's kind of been lacking on the drops. Like, what is he doing?
Tupac, like, get in the stoop.
I saw him in Cuba.
Dude, I actually heard that, like, you know who was saying? It's Suge Knight's son was saying that.
Suge Knight? Who the fuck is that?
You know who Suge Knight is?
No.
Suge Knight is the guy who everyone accuses him of killing Tupac. He was like the head of like
I don't know anything about that. Okay.
Record label. I might be wrong on this, but I think it was Aftermath. If I have to look it up. Actually, I don't think it was. It might have been Death Row or something. I don't remember. I told you I'm not like.
Okay,
I'm
whoever
not, like,
it is, what did he say?
So it was Suge Knight's son, and he claimed that Tupac is in the studio recording his next album.
Okay, you might just have schizophrenia.
I mean, who knows? Let's see. Suge Knight label. I said like 2 labels, and I bet they're both gonna be wrong. It was Death Row. So he was the head of Death Row, and people think that he's the one who planned the hit on Tupac. I think.
Okay.
If I'm correct. So then now he's in jail on some next shit, but like. His son is claiming that Tupac is in the studio recording shit to come back. Which I don't know. That would be funny if it happened, but like I'm sure Tupac is not. Let's be honest, Tupac's not dropping a Die Lit. He's not dropping something of that caliber. He can't match Playboi Carti.
Well, also like I think it's really interesting how like the times are a changing kind of thing where like Future just dropped Wizard, and I like Wizard.
Ass.
And the thing is, I like
ass.
I think so. Obviously, it was kind of a big album, but I like 4 songs out of it. And when it comes to mumble rap, liking 4 songs out of a mumble rap album kind of makes it almost a good album.
I guess
because like all the songs sound the same. So
yeah.
I don't know.
That's the thing. Future filled this like niche in hip hop
exactly,
that like
and then
doesn't need filling anymore.
But now it's kind of gone.
And it's played out.
I think he almost kind of pioneered the genre, that little niche at the time. And now it's kind of over. Now it's on to
But he can't adapt. It's onto the melodic stuff now, Juice WRLD.
But is it the call to adapt, or is it to stay true to who you originally were?
Well, your shit is now whack. Like it's sounding like everything. It's whack. Look at Kanye. You know how many times Kanye's evolved?
Yeah,
that's why he's relevant at all. Even Jay-Z, like he's not like the most adaptive, and that's why
He's
his
not the
shit
most-
is like consistently getting
I don't know.
worse.
Although
I liked
stuff really do be
444.
going hard. Yeah, 444.
I thought it was really good, a great comeback. But then like Magna Carta, Holy Grail, whatever that album was, I think that's what it's called, or was it?
Magna Carta was not good.
Was not good. I like the Frank Ocean song, but that's just because
Kanye. I don't know, but Kanye's
I'm an
his stuff
absolute
has stayed.
Frank Ocean bum boy.
His stuff
I
has
will
just
not
gotten a little
tolerate
bit more
any
abstract.
Frank Ocean
What, Frank
slander.
Ocean?
I love Frank Ocean.
I thought you were gonna say you don't like him. I was like,
No, Frank
what are you
Ocean,
after?
I was listening to him in the
Frank
car
Ocean's
today.
fantastic.
Frank Ocean is not car music, and I listen to him in the car. That's like how in his ass I am.
Right.
You know what I'm interested in? This is a little random, but Andrew Tobin. You don't have to believe this. Andrew Tobin. I used to talk about music with him a lot, and he had some controversial opinions.
He loved Kanye.
And
he had that Kanye hat.
Well, yeah, but he hated J. Cole, which was like, I guess not controversial at the time, but
J. Cole,
he consistently
but I don't
hates
really
J.
like
Cole.
him that
But
much.
he had some controversial
I think
opinions.
he's overhyped.
I just want to know, Andrew Tobin, if you're listening to this, leave in the comments what's your opinion on Frank Ocean, because if you slander him at all, I will put my foot
then it's
to your
game
throat.
over. We know where you go to college.
I'm not tolerating Frank Ocean slander. Dare I say he's the best artist of our generation?
I think he's really good. I actually made
good.
Sarah listen to there was like one time where she was like, "Oh my god, what music do you listen to?" I was like, "Listen to the whole Channel Orange right now, and then we'll start
Listen
talking
to Channel
about music."
Orange. Listen to Endless. Not enough people have listened to Endless. Do you even know what Endless is?
I said Channel Orange because it's the most listenable.
Yeah.
Because like that one's the one where those songs are like whatever the fucking.
Yeah.
Those songs go on the
hits and
radio.
stuff, yeah.
Those like not like on like where half of like Blonde was stuff that's never gonna.
Well,
never
do you know what
gonna
Endless
be close.
is?
No.
So when he dropped Blonde, he dropped another album, but it was a visual album. So it's a 45-minute video of just an album playing and like him building a staircase. So he's like in a workshop and he's just building a staircase, and then like at times it's like it'll be split screen. So there'll be like 5 of him walking around all building at the same time, and he just ends up building a spiral staircase with a completely original album in the background. And it doesn't get enough love. It came out the exact same day as Blonde.
It's not the same as Blonde?
It's not the same. It's completely different.
Can you get the songs individually?
I have a playlist of it on SoundCloud, or you could just like go on iTunes and the music video is there. Or just
so you can't, but you can't get those songs.
But you can't get the songs.
Damn,
it comes on vinyl, but he's not dropping it on streaming services yet. So someone had to like cut out each song. It's pretty good. I haven't like actually sat down and listened to it.
I'll definitely listen. I'll definitely listen to it all the way through.
I love like just having it on in the background because I only discovered the SoundCloud playlist like last week.
Okay.
So you can't just like be sitting down and watching.
He's definitely He's definitely
minutes.
like an artist. He's not like
an artist.
He's not like someone who goes. He's not like Migos. They go to the studio, work on a song for 15 minutes, and churn out an album. Like he's like
that's what the
legit...
producer said. He said each of their songs takes like a half hour.
Right. Yeah. That's like legit. Like on Culture 2. Yeah. In Culture 2, the average time for a song was 15 minutes. They said like that is ridiculous. That means for a whole album, they literally spent like 2 hours making. Like that's insane. And that's why it's ass. But then again,
that is why it is ass.
But then again, like if you're on iTunes and you look at maybe like the whatever the curated playlists are.
Yeah.
Quavo or one of the Migos is featured in like almost every single popular hip hop song. Mm-hmm. Every single one. Primarily Quavo and Offset.
They're kind of selling out. I can't really rate that. That's the reason why their last album had so many songs.
I can't really be rating.
It was to pump their streaming numbers.
I can't.
Which is kind of sad. That
I like
like that.
I do like Takeoff a lot though. Like Takeoff's album.
I think the best one is. I used to be a huge Quavo guy because I think Quavo has like the most sauce. But if we're talking about rapping ability, it has to be Offset. It's the best one.
Really?
Like if you look at Without Warning, that album was hard.
Without Warning was the Ric Flair Drip one.
Yeah, where with 21 Savage and Offset. I think that's the best like Migo. Oh fuck out of here. This song is not good.
That goes hard as fuck. What are you talking about?
This song is not good. I don't like that.
Hey,
song.
Mom. The mic is on.
Hi.
What's going on?
Moving to go to Nick's cross country meet.
Okay.
Nope, that's not what it is.
Okay.
And we're back. Let's leave that whole thing in.
No.
Get out, Mom. I'm making my podcast.
Go away.
I'm listening to Migos, Mom. You don't get it.
But yeah, I don't know. I like them in features, but in regards like their original songs and stuff, I think that their OG stuff is a lot better.
Oh,
like
100%.
Chinatown, Versace. Dude, Versace's originally Soulja Boy beat.
Yeah, I know that was pretty
Dude,
crazy.
all this Soulja Boy stuff is
Soulja Boy is out
insane.
here, the puppeteer of modern hip hop.
Like low key.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
now
saw a
it's
video-
being more high key because people
Yeah.
just like to be like, "Yo, did you know that Soulja Boy is actually really important?" Just to like
And
put
it's
people
like,
onto
yeah,
stuff, and it's
I kinda do.
like he actually is.
I saw a video. It was like Migos performed Chinatown with a live orchestra. And then there's one of Chief Keef doing Finito, I think. It's like this whole series. Boogie with the Hoodie, whatever his famous song is, Drowning with like a live orchestra. I don't know. I thought it was cool.
I don't like Boogie.
So I think we should get to
Have
the
you
point.
listened to that Sunflower song?
No, it's with Post Malone.
Yeah,
It's too
it's
popular. for me to
ass.
listen
It's
to.
so bad.
All right, let's hunker down and get to the point of this.
The point is, this
This
is a safe
segment-
space for Playboy Cardi fans.
Yeah, the whole point of the segment is to say what we're listening to and recommend things to the viewers.
Oh, I
and to
gotta
the
pull
audience.
stuff
So,
up then.
what I've been listening to a lot lately. This is kind of an old album, but "Care for Me" by Saba.
Okay.
That thing is hard. I mean, it's not actually like hard. It's like pretty lo-fi, chill vibes, but I feel like not enough people know about Saba. He's featured on a couple Chance
I
the
feel like
Rapper songs.
if you like, I don't like Chance, but
I don't like Chance. Saba is like different, but he still has that Chicago feel. Like there's
Right.
kind of a little like he shares a little similarities in his delivery with Chance at times, but I don't know. I've just been listening to it a lot.
he sounds
It's
he
10
sounds more
songs,
listenable in my
42
opinion
minutes.
than Chance, because Chance has like the weird voice that I don't really like. That some
Yeah.
people really like and I don't.
I really don't like it.
I just can't really fuck with it. I don't really like
So
it.
yeah, if I had to recommend a few songs off of this, the first track, which is Busy/Sirens, I really like that one, and then probably the most notable track off this album, which is Prom/King. It's about, I think it's like 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes, detailing the story of like his high school prom, which it's kind of like a Wet Dreams vibe. Wet Dreams by J. Cole, not like an actual wet dream.
Not like
Yeah.
jizzing in your pants at night.
Yeah, so he like goes into the whole story about it and how he meets his cousin who like he
Bedcom.
didn't know lives near him, and like they become good friends and they grow up and they get into the music scene together, and then they're finally starting to break out and his cousin gets killed, gets shot.
Oh.
So that like
It's a Chicago thing,
spoiler.
right?
Yeah, it's a Chicago thing. That's like one of the lines. He's like, I get the call on the phone that someone shot at him.
Dude.
Sometimes I hate Chicago because I hate this feeling because it happens so much.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's really powerful, kind of talking about the whole culture around like Chicago and especially in lower class areas, lower income areas. So that's one I've really been listening to. It's just like really chill. I think I said lo-fi, but like it really, really dope. The next one,
Okay.
this kind of came out a little bit. Let me, if you're still looking.
What is it?
Bosky 2 by Comethazine.
I don't like Comethazine like that.
You don't like Comethazine like that?
I like Hippopotamus.
Dude,
That's
Comethazine
Bosky
is
too.
great.
I like Hippopotamus and
Bosky,
and
BAWSKEE2.
DeMar DeRozan and Walk, and that's literally it. That's all. I
Dude,
can
what
do.
about the first one, On My Granny Kids?
No.
Put that on
no,
Granny,
no.
On My Granny Kids. The one I made a video of myself dancing to that.
Granny on my granny kids, I put that on granny on my granny kids. Pull out with the toolie, I do what it
Imagine
do. I
dancing.
got it up.
No.
It's hard. What about first name Benjamin, last name Counter?
No, that's worse. That's way worse.
No, I agree. That one is dumb.
I
He says,
so I listen.
Can I quote this?
Okay, go ahead.
First name Benjamin, last name Counter. Bitch, when you see me, call me Mr. Benjamin Counter. The fuck does that mean? Another one. First name Benjamin, last name Button. Midget motherfucker. That's it. I just don't even know what that means.
I like I've been really like, so I've been doing like a lot of like singles and stuff, like singles from like kind of random people will come out and I really like them. I don't like 21 Savage's new album.
Really?
Not really.
I liked a lot.
A
and
lot
then
is
I
kind of
liked-
too. It's kind of
What's the
mainstream.
other one?
The Can't Live Without It one.
Yeah, I do like this one. The reason I like this one is because I saw a guy on Twitter and he made like a montage of himself doing scooter tricks to that song, and it was pretty cool. So that's why
I've
I
actually
like
been
that song.
so you know how like there's producers, right? You can look up Metro Boomin, obviously, but that's a little bit different. But you can look up Beat Easy the DJ, Swizz Beats. You can do all.
Okay.
They have their own albums and stuff from like things
Yeah.
that they pick and choose, and there are some like really good songs on there that are like kind of low key. Like you don't see the
Dude.
artists that they're actually by promote them that much.
Yeah.
And normally they're singles with a bunch of different features. They're kind of odd.
That's like all Metro Boomin's albums. Like it's just kind of a collective of like a bunch of people,
Right.
With like all on his beats.
Exactly,
And one
like the
producer, I
Not All
think-
Heroes Wear Capes thing, where it's literally
Yeah.
just all crazy features. Sway Lee, Travis Scott,
Dude,
Offset.
next big producer. Well, he's already big, but like I feel like not enough people know about him.
What?
Kenny Beats, and I feel like a lot of people might actually
I like Take Heath.
know about him more because he just did one of those videos on Genius, like a deconstructed video.
Okay,
Kenny Beats, do you know who he is?
no, I mean I probably have heard a song.
Maybe you've heard one of his tags, or his tag
What?
goes like this. Whoa, Kenny!
Maybe.
Dude.
What's the song?
Here, I'll show you. I'll play for the audience a little, a Comethazine and Kenny Beats song. Kenny Beats, he's like, all right. I'll play this one for you. It's called High Riser by Comethazine.
You can't play the whole song. Okay, stop it.
So Kenny Beats got his start in EDM. So he was actually an EDM guy.
Okay.
So his beats are all like super interesting and like strange, and,
different.
they use different sounds
Not
and
not
stuff
just
like that.
it's not just like your classic.
Here's another one.
fucking
This
hip-hop.
one is the craziest beat.
You think you know me?
I'm just gonna skip to the middle.
I'm a straight bitch. Oh, get it.
Sounds
Like
like
you can
Death
tell
Grip.
this is different,
Sounds like Death
but it's
Grip.
different. But like this is not what all his stuff sounds like.
Yeah,
But I
but
think
that
he's-
definitely is different. You're right.
And score one for the home team. He's white.
Hey, let's go.
Let's get a high five for that.
Take that.
Not take that.
We're taking it back.
Stop. It's not ours.
It's not. Wait, no.
Noah,
stop.
shut up. Stop talking into
That
the
was
mic.
that was
Oh,
Jacob.
It was Jacob.
Also, so there's this guy named there's this artist, there's this rapper, whatever you want to call it. His name is Blake,
Blake.
and he just has a bunch of singles. I don't think he has a single
I thought you were
album.
going to talk to me about Blueface.
I'm not talking
If
about.
nobody
Blueface.
knows who Blueface is, if you don't know who Blueface is, you probably should know by now.
then you literally have no idea anything that we're talking about. If you don't know
yeah,
who Blueface
if you
is.
don't know Blueface, this is going to be kind of
You definitely don't know who Comethazine
This
is.
segment might have been tough to understand. Comethazine, by the way, spelled COMEFAZINE. Like comethazine.
Yeah, come with a O.
Comethazine. And not the type of zine you're used to coming in.
Hey, oh, hey,
Big hustler guy.
limousine.
Yeah, so Blueface is like a West Coast. Blueface
like-
is already at the point that white girls are ruining him. So like, if you don't know
Yeah,
who Blueface
so
is,
kind of
like
just go away. It's kind of
Yeah.
just like not.
his
listen
whole
to
thing
him.
is that he raps off beat and
Bust
he doesn't
down
stay on tempo.
Fadiana. Haha.
And like, some people really like it. Personally, I don't. So like,
I think people like it just because it's retarded. Like people like it
alright,
just
we have to
because
leave
it's
there, but-
really
yeah,
people. I don't know. Okay, whatever. People like
I
it just
should-
because
I
it's
should.
weird.
Yeah.
People like it just because, and also
because it's
when
different.
some people like it because it's weird, so people then like it just because other people like it.
Mhm.
So then you're not really enjoying it because it goes hard, or because you think it, or even because you think it's different. You're just listening to it because it's played on the radio, or because Jeremy was listening to it.
Because-
Yo, Jeremy, blast that Blueface, man! Bust down,
Yo!
Dadiana, that's right, dude!
Tell that Fadiana bust down right on my
Yeah, I'm
D,
gonna
dude.
bust down, dude. I'm gonna bust down her wrist like that, man. Put her wrist in the freaking fridge, bro.
Dude, tell her I got too much drip.
Yo,
No cap,
you have
my guy.
so much drip.
Deadass no cap,
Yo,
dude.
no jumper shirt on, no cap, bro. Get out of here.
So
I like
the
Meek
recent
Mill's
trade
new
agreement-
album.
I actually didn't listen to it that much, to be quite honest.
I think it goes pretty hard.
I heard it was good.
I think I don't really like Meek when it gets to like anything other than going really hard. When it's not him.
Do you
just
like his inspirational stuff?
I don't.
No?
I don't.
You just like hop in the rate that
I like him as a person. Like I think he's cool. I think it's really interesting how like he's like literally been on parole for half his life.
Yeah, well, I mean that's just more like that's fucked.
No, I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying it's really interesting about how he raps about it and like he's telling his story. I think that's really interesting. And I mean, but then there's songs like that just go like so hard that just put everything else that he's made like to shame. Like I think that he had this one EP,
dude,
recently called I don't even know what it's called, but one of the songs is 1 a.m. and I just made a Triller video. 1 a.m. probably be in the club, and it just goes.
Is that the one with your
so
mom in
hard? Yeah.
We should have got her to make a more out there cameo for the pod just then when she walked out.
That's okay.
All right, I'm gonna play this song. Maybe some of you have heard it in like videos on like Twitter and stuff, but I found this song when it had 3K plays. Now it has 987,000. So this is the new wave. By the way.
You saw one when it had 3 plays?
3,000.
Okay.
3,000 plays. Now it has 987. This is the new wave. It's country trap. And I don't think this will get copyrighted because like it's not like a real song.
Well, let's just like skip it till something happens.
It's coming right now. This is when it goes up.
No.
No, hold on. If you know about country trap, you know Red Dead vibe. He's rapping in a southern accent. Oh shit, I fucked up the lyrics, my bad. Quote, one of the lyrics, "My life is a movie, bull riding in boobies. Cowboy hat from
What
Gucci."
demographic are they trying to appeal? They're just trying to appeal to those like to the.
No, I think it was like a meme song, and then it just got big.
to like the Nashville cowboy gangsters.
Yeah. This song was made by National Cowboy Gangster Gang. All right, so we can segue into the next segment if you're ready, unless you want to keep talking about music. My honorable mention, I think that obviously like ASAP Rocky doesn't have anything super new out besides like the testing thing, but that was last year. And I'll say like I never get sick of anything ASAP Rocky. Like I just love everything. I've been hearing a lot of ASAP Rocky slander as of recently.
Maybe I have
just
too.
that like he's not the best lyricist, which is like, you know, I don't always come to him for lyrics. Like it's not.
I'm not coming to. Okay,
there's
you can go to certain people for different things, but like I think ASAP does a great job of doing both things really well. Maybe he's not the best lyricist, and maybe he doesn't have like the best voice.
It's not the subject matter, but he's got some clever. He says some clever things, but he doesn't have the most like conscious subject matter, I'd say.
Right. No, he might have like interesting wordplay, but nothing he's saying is really that deep.
Important. And it's like that's not his lane. If you want that, you go to Kendrick.
Right. And there's a million. You go to Saba. Go to anything other. And J. Cole. Like anyone else you want to go to. ASAP does something. He just does something a little bit different with production, and I just like how unique he is. And you can like it or not like it. Have you seen like all like the? I've seen a bunch of videos for like the like something generation
Injured
Generation tour thing. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
And he'll just bring out like random people from the crowd and like bring like cool artists out.
He
like
brought Drake out. Yeah,
that was insane. I liked it when he brought that one like Asian kid out, and he was like, "Yo, can you stay up here for this next song?" And everyone's like, "Oh!" And the kid's like, "Yes!" And he's like high fiving Lil Yachty and stuff. It was the sickest thing because it just makes me feel like I could be that kid.
Dude, ASAP Rocky is like my celebrity man crush. Like, do you have one of those?
He's so hot.
No, not in that way. Just that I admire him a lot.
I think he's hot too.
Well, yeah, he's a good-looking guy. I would say probably ASAP Rocky and like Hector Bellerin.
Hector Bellerin.
Hector Bellerin has so much.
I don't know, but people who listen to this aren't gonna know who that is. But he really does have sauce.
He's really cool.
Dude, his tattoo on his leg just says 2. Like, what is that? I don't even know what it is.
Number.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it meant like I thought it was supposed to be something deep.
Is it just the number 2? I haven't seen it.
It's the word 2 in like literally Times New Roman font.
That's
but it's
sick.
really big.
Yeah,
it's like
that's
this
his number.
big. It's like it starts here and like wraps around his whole leg.
Hector Bellerin.
I knew it was 2. I just didn't put 2 and 2 together.
He's a soccer player. He plays for Arsenal. but he's really cool.
But he really does have the sauce.
Very distinct sense of style and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty hype actually. I remember when he was growing out his hair.
He got hurt like last couple weeks ago, out for the season.
Oh, it sucks.
Rest in peace.
I remember when he was growing out his hair, and we were all like, dude,
Yeah.
look at that lettuce. And then now he actually has, like, legit hair.
Dude, Juan recently sent me, like, all those pictures of me when I had lettuce for, like, 2 weeks.
When it was, like, going out, like, the side of your
hat. And it's
hat.
funny because it's when I was, like, pretty heavy. So it's funny to see, like, the difference. I'm going to pull them up. But while we do that, we should transition into the meme segment.
Oh, I got to dig stuff up then.
First meme. Wave check. Photoshopping waves onto public figures and giving them AirPods.
Waves on things.
Rate the meme.
I think I'll pull up. I actually bookmarked them.
Oh, really?
Bookmarked them on Instagram itself, actually.
By nature, I could honestly say that I haven't spent a bag on it.
So.
What about this guy?
You gotta bleep all of that. Why would you put that in? Come on, bro.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
You're editing this.
No, I'm good at editing it.
This? Oh, Vinny, take a look at this fucking rat. It's giving himself a fucking scrub down. What the fuck is that?
I'm talking about memes.
My fucking wife does
Not videos. I mean, just like general meme trends. Not specific videos. Like, what is a meme trend? Oh, here's a...
You used me for sicko mode.
SpongeBob memes. Classic. A trend I've been seeing lately is people,
oh my god.
like, drawing Pokemon, like, as BBW. As BBW.
You've been on that for, like, a long time.
No way! Stop saying it like that! I just recently saw it.
Okay.
I've seen a couple. Here's one. It's a Nidorina for anyone wondering.
Okay, I'm not into it.
This is a bad idea.
I don't know what to look at for...
This is a bad idea. Just off the top of your head, can you think of any? What about this one?
Oh, that's not
No, we
okay.
can't talk about that.
Okay, that's the bad idea that you were thinking of. You can't mention that person.
I sent that to someone.
Were they mad?
And they got mad.
Who? I'll bleep them out. Oh, okay.
And I sent it to him, and I was like...
You still talk to him?
Yeah, I was like, is this funny? And he's like, no. Or I said, is this too soon? He's like, yes.
Oh,
and I was like, oh.
Damn.
I mean, I did send it like the day I found out. Like, I made it as soon as I found out, but...
Yeah, I really hated her, so it's whatever.
Did you see this? Let's give a little shout out to our boy Ross for making it onto I'm Schmacked, the Instagram page.
I never saw that, but Ben showed me it. I mean, Ben texted it to me, but I didn't follow him. I don't follow the account.
Someone texted me saying he was on there, and when I heard it, I thought I'm Schmacked was like supposed to be like people like doing crazy things, and like it is sometimes. So like when someone said, I'll show you, but like when someone said Ross is on I'm Schmacked, I'm like, oh my god, like
no, he's probably like
he's
dead.
snorting Xanax off of like a tree branch full of fire ants. Like, I had no idea what was gonna be on it, but like it's just like he just looks at the camera and just like gives a funny look. Like I was like, well, that's better than the alternate option, probably.
Oh, it's actually that's kind of sick, actually.
No, it is. I mean, it's just funny, but
yeah, it's not like they're not making fun of him at all.
No.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying, he could have got on that page doing a lot worse.
So that's probably
my
the best
cousin
case
one time
scenario.
got on there he had a jewel in his mouth and he spit it in the air and then just caught it back.
That's kind of hype, actually. Wait, that's like the best thing. 'Cause everyone's like praising you for that instead of like making fun of you.
I suppose.
I've seen so many ones of like girls being like super drunk and then like falling off of something, and that makes it onto the thing.
There's a couple where like it's a guy shotgunning something, but like he puts it the wrong way, so the cap is like at the bottom or the hole's at the bottom. So
and he's like, I did it in 2 seconds.
No, that was a kid. I'm talking about like actual like college students.
Have you seen the one where he's like shotgunning like a root beer?
Like 6 seconds, new record. But it's like he's shotgunning a 7-Up, and it just all is leaking out.
And he drops like a full can. It's like,
yeah,
and he just drops it like it's literally a full can.
Clanks on the ground loud enough to know that thing is not empty.
Well, do you have anything else you want to talk about, or anything?
I don't know. We've been going
specific?
for almost an hour and a half. This is a girthy first episode.
And we can cut a lot of stuff out though, so
yeah, we're probably gonna.
We can shave it down.
We're probably gonna have to cut a lot of stuff out. I don't want this to be like too heavily edited though. You know what I mean?
No, I mean we just have to cut out like names.
I mean,
and
not
stuff.
yeah. I mean, not edited in that sense, but like, I don't want it to be like too choppy.
Oh, okay, I know what you mean. Okay, yeah.
Like the
yeah,
last
yeah,
one, the
yeah,
one with
yeah,
Needleman
yeah.
was kind of like it seemed like you guys like chopped some stuff.
We did because we were trying to the more hi-fi.
That's the exact opposite of what I want.
The more hi-fi, we were just trying to make it as dumb as possible. Like that was the whole point.
Yeah, I like just that we just.
No,
turn
this
it
could be
on
like
and
the
we
Joe
just
Rogan
talk.
podcast. Just turn it on and go. And I feel like that's where you get like the most genuine conversations from. Like today,
Jacob and Noah, can you put on that video of the shark eating the legless guy, please?
Legolas.
Legolas. No, he has no legs.
I can
It's
so
a video of the
but
double
we're
amputee.
working on like the growing pains right now. Like so like I think that once like because right in the beginning you were I feel like you were kind of worried about talking to the mic. Well, now I mean, it's just like having a conversation like before.
Yeah.
Like remember when you came over a while ago during winter break and we went to Panda at like 7, stayed there until 9 talking, and then when you came here and left my house at like 2 because we were just like could not stop.
And that was
fucking
when I was
talking.
like, "Fuck, we could have just made a podcast setup."
We
that
really
was like
could
that's like
have.
5 pods,
Right.
there.
Then we wouldn't have to do anything for so
5
long.
pods, I know. Oh, look who just came up. We should talk about him, but I don't know if we should keep talking. Maybe we can save it for another time.
All right, we can save it for another time.
Although I do want to put people on. At official Seth on Instagram. Let me spell it out for you. The number 0 FFICIAL_Seth. Next up.
Fantastic account.
Fantastic account. Amazing man. Actually, recently I got into contact with him. We're gonna work on some stuff together. I friended him on a PSN. So
Yeah, so they're pretty much.
we're
they're
in
pretty
contact.
Much,
I'm talking to his management. We're maybe looking at like doing a song together. But next up and coming artist,
yeah,
I would
look
say,
at it.
look him up.
Look out.
Give
Look
him
out for
a
them.
give him a look. So
How do you want to do the Leah Hester podcast?
I don't know. Are we gonna listen to both of them?
No, we can do both of them in one episode.
That's what I was thinking. So it's gonna be literally like us sitting there for 4 hours, listening to both of them,
It's gonna be like 2 hours.
pausing to comment.
Once we get
And then
like
we're gonna
30
have to
minutes
really
on, I
shave
think
that
once we
down.
get like on 30 minutes of each, then it gets like 30 minutes on each, and then we'll just shave it down from there. So it's not gonna be more than an hour.
Well, the thing is, I don't remember the first one, and I actually like want to listen to.
Oh,
them
you
and,
actually
like,
want to listen to the whole thing?
I thought we should listen to the whole thing, like so at least we understand what's going on.
Okay.
And then we can just cut. I think we just cut out the best parts.
Is
and,
there a
like,
way for us to listen to it at the same time?
I mean, I was thinking we just wait till spring break.
Oh, it's so far away.
I know, but that's what I'm thinking, that we can make like remote episodes when it's not like. 'Cause
Oh,
this
in
is, like,
between
we
now
should-
and then.
Yeah, we should like be together for this.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be so much
Be
easier
really,
to do
yeah,
it
it would
that
be
way.
really complicated, but yeah, because I think we can make stuff while I'm at school. I don't think it should be that hard,
Yeah, I agree.
so we can make some other stuff. But yeah, plus we don't want to give them the best material right away.
Oh,
The
fact.
best Leah has their material.
Fact, just like the Yoni interview. That was the
Yeah,
second
you gotta
episode.
say it.
You have to drop the bomb, you
Yeah.
know, later on.
And he dropped the N bomb, so that's like one of the bigger
So
ones
that's
you can
yeah,
drop.
boom, bomb. We're literally bombing. Do you listen to the Tiny Meat Gang podcast?
From this week, no.
Have you listened to any of them?
Oh yeah,
I think they're hilarious.
All of them.
They're so good.
yeah, I know. We talked about this. Let's not promote other podcasts.
Oh,
On our podcast. Cut this out. Maybe we should just
Wait.
do our.
Don't listen to this.
We should probably just do an outro.
Do we have a song or?
Well, I thought we put that in post.
Okay,
In post.
we'll do it in post.
Alright.
But we should have like a sign off thing.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. We just do that now. All right, we should probably wrap it up, guys. Thanks for listening to the Tracksuit Mafia podcast. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. Follow us on iTunes. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Leave a rating.
Click the link in the description. We get kickbacks.
Subscribe to YouTube.
Use our coupon
leave a
code for
comment.
MeUndies.
No. That was stupid.
What?
All right, whatever. RSS or something.
I can put it on YouTube.
Okay, YouTube, Twitter, iTunes. Follow us. Give us good ratings if you like it. Leave comments. What do you want us to talk about? Are there any segments you want? Give us your feedback. This is the first
What's
one.
your favorite
We
dog
don't know
breed?
if it's good. What's your favorite dog breed? What is...
How many Tinder matches do you have? What's your social security number?
How many times have you listened to Self-Control by Frank Ocean on a Friday night in
By
tears?
yourself. After you
yourself.
played Weekend League FIFA.
After you played Chell and cried.
Cried after you didn't win the Stanley Cup.
How many times have you finished Gold 3 in Weekend League and cried? Because I haven't. Because I never cry. When was the last time you cried?
That I actually cried?
Yeah.
I had like angry tears like a couple weeks ago.
About what?
Because my dad and I have like, he thinks that I like abuse my brother even though that I don't.
Maybe we should cut this off. Maybe we don't talk about this on the pod. This is another off the pod.
Yeah, so it was like an angry tears thing.
Okay.
We stopped recording, right?
Yeah.